Hello Virgo, welcome into your next full-length reading here at the Third Flame Tarot. My name is Amber. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so happy that you're here. Virgo, we've got something important to talk about, and that would be your ruling planet Mercury. Mercury entered Virgo on July 25th, 2024. Now, Mercury is known as the messenger god. It represents education, communication, learning, knowledge, intellect, and analysis. And anytime a planet is in its home sign, it's known as being exalted. It's where the planet feels the most happy and comfortable. Now, you do share the planet Mercury with a fellow mutable sign, Gemini. And the mutable signs are known as the analyzers of the zodiac. They're very good at picking apart the fine details, whether that's it socially or intellectually. Now, anytime Mercury transits Virgo, we can expect to feel an uptick in proficiency and efficiency, whether that's within work or within home. You might feel a bit more practical and constructive during this time. But on August 4th, Mercury will go retrograde in Virgo. Anytime a planet goes retrograde, this can be a more inwardly focused energy. And Virgo is a very analytical sign, so we might begin to feel inwardly analytical. So recognize if you're being overly judgmental on yourself and give yourself a break. Now, when Mercury goes retrograde, it'll make its way back into Leo. As we know, Leo is a very brave, courageous, and outspoken sign. And with Mercury retrograde in Leo, we might encounter a bit more dumb, brave people, because Mercury in its directness is very analytical and educational. It's very wise and smart planet, but with it going retrograde in a brave sign like Leo, yes, we might encounter a bit more brazen, dumb people. So keep that in mind if you find yourself in a circumstance or situation with a very brave, dumb person. Just think to yourself, Mercury retrograde in Leo. Now, before Mercury will re-enter Leo on August 14th, there's a couple of other things going on in Virgo. Now, when Mercury goes retrograde on August 4th, we'll also have a new moon in Leo on the same day, and Venus, the planet of love, beauty, art, and romance, will also enter Virgo. Now, like I said, Virgo is a very analytical sign, and with Venus entering Virgo, the planet of love, beauty, fertility, and romance, be careful to not be overly analytical of those that you love. All right, Virgo, before we start pulling cards, let's talk about my meditation. All right, Virgo, let's talk about my meditation before we start pulling cards. The first thing I hear when I drop into meditation is the word conquer. That's when a new scene fades in and I realize that I'm looking at a beautiful rock waterfall. But as I begin to analyze this waterfall, I realize that it's completely made of plastic. And the grass on the ground wasn't grass at all, it was astroturf. And as I'm standing there watching the water flowing down this fake waterfall, I remember thinking, wow, this is so beautiful. It's too bad that it's fake. That scene fades out, and the next thing I know, I'm having an auditory experience. I can't see anything, everything is black, but I can hear probably 100 voices all talking. Just chatter, 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 chatter. I can't make out what anybody is saying. All I hear are voices talking. And then a new scene begins to fade in, and this one was rather disturbing, I have to say. So I saw a man with a really bad bowl haircut, and he had probably 1.5 foot long neck and a really big grin on, and he was rubbing his hands together like this and smiling. And I felt really disturbed at this and repulsed, and that's when that scene fades out. The next thing I remember is staring at a woman, and this scene wasn't as creepy, but it was still a bit creepy because she had the 1,000-mile stare on her face and she was also smiling. And that's when she begins to open her mouth, and as she opens her mouth, I see something sparkling inside. She sticks out her tongue and she has a big diamond on her tongue. And that's when I heard the words, breakfast at Tiffany's, and the meditation faded out. All right, Virgo, let's get started. Virgo, whoa, I split the deck. It's new moon. I was just about to start talking about the Virgo new moon coming up on September 2nd. So I forgot to talk about that in the intro. New moon, second house. Okay, so there is a new moon in Virgo happening on September 2nd. And the new moon, you know, it's always about a new beginning, right? A new beginning. And Virgo is all about education, intellect, analysis, and health. It sits in the sixth house on the zodiac wheel. So we might feel a bit more inclined to start new practices, new health practices. Maybe start a new exercise program, or something that has to do with your health, your well-being, new habits surrounding your health and well-being. Yep, new moon, September 2nd in Virgo. Ooh. All right, Spirit, we're here to get an energy reading for the sign of Virgo, please. What do we have for Virgo? Virgo Collective. All right, Spirit, we're here to get an energy reading for the Virgo Collective, please. What do we have for Virgo? July and August. Mercury retrograde. Mercury in Virgo. Yeah, I'm really excited for Mercury to come back to Virgo, get out of retrograde, and then come back into Virgo. It's going to be a really awesome Virgo season. And, oh, I split the deck. There it is again. New moon. Oh, what was I going to say? New moon in Virgo. Oh, also, if you haven't watched the Leo reading I did just before yours, I'd say go watch it, because this applies to everybody. There is a what's called Lion Gate portal opening on July 28th. And the Lion's Gate is all about meditation. It's the new year of the astrological calendar. And it has to do with the star Sirius. The Earth, Orion's belt, and Sirius will align in a way that the ancient Egyptians used to call it, well, it was when the Nile would flood. Every year the Nile would flood at this time. So it's associated with manifestation or a period of abundance. And the Lion's Gate portal opens on July 28th and it peaks on August 8th. So it's a perfect time to really set your intentions for the new astrological calendar and manifest what you've been desiring. Split the deck. There's Leo. The Lion's Gate portal. Yes. Go watch the Leo reading. I mean, even if you don't watch the reading, just watch the intro, because I talk all about the Lion's Gate portal there. It's really, really interesting. Mutable. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Mutable and Leo. There's Virgo and Leo. Yeah, I feel like there's something I'm missing. Like there's something I still need to talk about. New moon and Virgo. And then Mercury comes back. Oh, so this Mercury retrograde is the second out of 3 retrogrades in the year 2024. We'll have another retrograde coming up in November that will be in Sagittarius. All right, Spirit, let's get 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the sign of Virgo, please? Whole picture. Lunar eclipse. Oh my gosh, there's a lunar eclipse coming. There's a lunar eclipse. Okay, now I gotta look it up. Okay, I found it. So there is a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces happening on September 17th, Virgo. All right, let's see what the last card is. Water. Water was in my meditation, Virgo. I saw the waterfall with plastic rocks. Okay. The first card out is the whole picture. Now, this feels a lot like Neptune retrograde to me, and we do have a Neptune retrograde in Pisces happening. Whoa, I just put this together. There's a Neptune retrograde in Pisces, and when Neptune goes retrograde, it is the whole picture. Neptune, when it's direct, can represent illusion or fantasy, but when it goes retrograde, it's like you're taking the rose-colored glasses off and you can see things more clearly. You can see the whole picture. And then we've got the lunar eclipse card here, which there will be a lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 17th. And then we've got the water card here, which Pisces is a water sign. Interesting. September 17th. And that is in Virgo season. Okay, the next card out is the lunar eclipse. I would like to pull the booklet out and read this for you. Wow, look at all this Pisces energy. There's something going on in Pisces that's going to be really relevant for you, Virgo. Okay, the lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs during a full moon. It is a supercharged ending, which inevitably means the new is right around the corner. It may feel uncomfortable or painful as endings do, but will bring a much needed change and renewal. The bright side is releasing outmoded ways, transformation, and growth. The shadow side is refusal to change, fear of letting go, and emotional and psychological imbalance. Okay, so we're going to have the new moon in Virgo on September 2nd. September 2nd, new moon in Virgo, and then a lunar eclipse on September 17th in Pisces. So that's a lot of new beginning and ending energy for you. The lunar eclipse in this deck is right next to the whole picture too. They're right next to each other. Interesting. Okay, Virgo, you might be experiencing during the month of September an ending to something. It can be a big ending or it can be a little ending. We'll get some more information on this, but there's a supercharged ending in your energy here. And then we've got the water card. Now, water is an element of emotion. It symbolizes sensitivity, psychic abilities, emotions, the deep subconscious. So this could even be an ending, a supercharged ending around a way of thinking or a way of feeling that maybe you've been feeling for a really long time. Okay, since we've got the lunar eclipse card here, let's go straight to the Moonology deck. All right, Spirit, what else do you have to tell us about these cards? This is a lot of Pisces energy for the Virgo reading. Can you tell us more about these cards, please? Specifically, the lunar eclipse card and the water card. Why are they here? A supercharged ending around emotion? Law of attraction and mystery. Ooh, there's the dark past, the dark goddess. That came out in your Buck Moon reading. Yeah, Pisces rules the 12th house of the zodiac. It's also another mutable sign. It's a mutable water sign. And the 12th house is all about divinity or divination, psychic abilities, the deep subconscious, dreaming, karma. All right, Spirit, what else do you have to tell us about these cards? 2 more shuffles. Last shuffle. All right, Spirit, what else do we have for Virgo, please? Take the lead. Patience. Whoa, look at the semblance here. Look at the resemblance. You see the moon phases right here on this card? And look at the moon phases here on this card. Moon cycles, patience. New moon, new beginnings. Wow. Okay, so in my meditation, the first thing I heard when I dropped in was the word conquer. And I saw the waterfall next. And the waterfall, water represents emotion. So it's like you'll be conquering an emotion. You'll be able to see something more clearly. Something will become more clear and visible to you. A way of thinking or feeling that has been holding you back. Because we've got a new beginnings card here, the new moon. An ending and a new beginning. Look. Yeah, it's like you're going to change a mindset. Something's going to change emotionally for you. You're going to start seeing things in a different way. And look at the resemblance in these cards here, too. Look at this. Look at the big circle right here and a circle right here. Look at the resemblance on those cards there. The whole picture, take the lead. And then we've got lunar eclipse and moon cycles. And then we've got new moon, new beginnings. With the water card. New beginnings around emotions. Yeah, something's going to change for you emotionally. Something's going to shift in the month of September. Okay, let's pull out the little booklet here for the Moonology deck. Take the lead. Talk to the moon. Oh, the moon's wisdom. The moon's moment. Here we go. The moon's wisdom, number 100. Whoa, I almost opened right up to it. Okay, the moon's wisdom, take the lead. Sometimes you just need to stand up for yourself, and this is one of those times. The sad truth is that in your current situation, if you continue to act like an inhuman or someone who feels less than, there are certain people who will exploit their power or authority over you. They do this because they have their own insecurities and they're trying to make themselves feel more powerful. So what do? You need to take the lead here to show the world that you're in control of yourself and whatever is happening around you. Step up and take authority. Be the boss. What do you need to do to turn this situation around in your favor? Do that. If you feel that there's nothing you can do, then you're not trying hard enough. If you can't take practical steps, work on the situation energetically instead. Do this via meditating, seeing what your higher self tells you, creating a vision board, or creatively visualizing the outcome you seek. Believe in yourself. Additional messages for this card. You've got this. You're wiser than you know. Stop putting yourself down. Yeah, that's Mercury retrograde in Virgo. Self-analytical. Stop putting yourself down. Connect with the wise goddess Saraswati and make a wise choice. Connecting with the moon can bring wisdom. That's why women in particular and some magical men have worked with the moon for millennia. Yeah, Virgo, this change in mindset could be a change in how you view yourself. An empowering change in how you view yourself. And then we've got patience paired with lunar eclipse, a supercharged ending. Yeah, I feel like this patience card means patience with yourself. Like, have patience with yourself as you go through this transition, because it might be a little bit painful. You know, it's letting go of things, letting go of the past and letting go of, past pain and trauma. Letting those things go is not always easy. It almost feels like you're letting a piece of yourself go. Like something you've held on to for so long, you just get used to it. So when you're transitioning from an old mindset into a new mindset, it might feel a little bit painful. So have patience with yourself here, Virgo. Yes, and then new beginnings, new moon. I mean, let's read it just for fun. New moon, 102. New moon, new beginnings. You might feel as though you've been wrestling with your current issues for far too long, but drawing this card suggests otherwise. In fact, the message of this card is that you're somehow at the start of a new cycle with regard to life or in general or any specific dilemma you're inquiring about. Either your story is just beginning or the situation you're asking about is old, but you're starting a new chapter. This is a very positive card, and overall it suggests that you're headed in the right direction. But there are no guarantees that the direction you originally had in mind. Now is the time for courage and strength. You can make your dreams come true if you believe in them, and if they're what your higher self knows is best for you on your journey. Now is the time to make the effort toward whatever you want to achieve, knowing that you have the moon's support. Think about what you want to attract into your life and take the steps towards that. Additional meanings for the card. A yes is coming your way. Chase your dreams. Start over. You're on fire in a good way. And ask your higher self for guidance. The new moon is the start of the lunar cycle and brings with it fresh energy. Embody courage and strength and you'll be unstoppable. Look, this ending will bring about a new beginning. A yes is coming your way. All right, I want to find out what this Take the Lead card is. Take the lead. It was all about like standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself, and not being as self-analytical, self-judgmental, be more confident in yourself. There's something maybe you felt oppressed by in your life that you need to stand up to. Let's ask Spirit what it is. I'm being brought back to my meditation where I saw the woman with a diamond in her mouth. And when I think of a mouth, I think of like vocalization, words, talking, speaking your truth. And a diamond is a very valuable stone. It's like your words are valuable and how you use them and stand up for yourself with your words might be really important here. With the whole picture card here, you're being asked to see things how they really are. You're being asked to see the truth in something and then stand up for yourself with it. All right, last shuffle. All right, Spirit, can you tell us more about the Take the Lead card? What does Virgo need to take the lead on? What does Virgo need to take the lead on, please? Thank you. Okay. There's something, yes, whole picture. There's something you're not seeing with the Three of Wands in reverse here, or something you're refusing to see. Okay, what else? What else? Why is take the lead here for Virgo? Why is take... Oh my gosh, that's too many cards. Okay, we're going to take them because we just got to. That just exploded. Okay, so Three of Wands in reverse. The Three of Wands in the upright is about foresight. It's about seeing into the future. And with it in reverse, that's a lack of foresight. There's something that you have not been paying attention to, or maybe you've been taking the back seat on it. You've been choosing not to focus on it, probably because it makes you feel bad. You might be shying away from speaking your truth here, speaking up for yourself. And then we've got the Five of Wands that came out in the reverse. That's inner conflict. You know, you're conflicted on this. You're like, should I speak up for myself? Should I not speak up for myself? If I do speak up for myself, what are the consequences? And then we've got down here, I'm being called to the Six of Swords in reverse. So you felt stuck. There's something you felt really stuck on, and it's because you haven't been standing up for yourself. You felt really stuck on this. It bothers you. You might think about it a lot, especially at night. And then we've got the Mirror. So you do a lot of self-reflection on this. You think about it a lot. The Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. The Chariot, movement forward. Cancer energy. The Temptation, the Two of Cups, to the Labyrinth in reverse. You're moving towards this new beginning. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is all about a new beginning, and it's bringing me back to the New Moon card here. You're moving towards a new beginning. You're recognizing where you felt stuck in your life with temptation here. The temptation is a version of the devil. You might have felt stuck thinking about a relationship that didn't work out. That might be keeping you back. Or you are in a relationship with someone, and it could be a romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to be. But there's some kind of relationship here that you felt oppressed by. Somebody might be talking down to you, or putting you down, or being condescending, or passive aggressive with you. But you're moving towards this new beginning. It's calling you. Yeah, the Two of Cups card here too. That's a relationship. So that's two cards about relationship. There is definitely a relationship that you're in, or that you've had. It could also be a soul tie, because on the Devil card here, there are two people, a couple, chained to each other and chained to the Horned God. So you might still have soul ties. If you're not currently in a relationship, you very well could have soul ties with a past person. Something that's held you back. But if you're in this relationship, you're not speaking up for yourself, and Spirit is calling you to speak up for yourself. Yeah, because here we've got new beginnings in the Chariot. You're headed towards a new beginning. And I really feel like it has something to do with you speaking up for yourself. And I'm getting throat chakra problems. I got a tickle in my throat and I had to clear my throat. And then we've got the Labyrinth in reverse here. The Labyrinth in the upright, it's like you're faced with a big obstacle, a challenge. You can see this character here is drawing energy from the moon. The moon holds a lot of power. It helps you tap into the deep subconscious. It makes you face the illusions, your fears. But it came out in a reverse. So you're not facing your fears. You're refusing to see something here. You're just, either you're ignoring it or you're choosing not to see it. Or you just can't see it. But there is a challenge here for you to release your fears and make it to the center of the labyrinth, because there is going to be a diamond there, a diamond in the rough. It seems really scary, like the monster under the bed. You know, it's really, really scary. You build it up in your mind. You overthink things and build it up in your mind. But when you get there, it's like David and Goliath. You can defeat it with one swift action, one swift move. And I feel like that move is facing your fears with the moon in here. This is a lot of moon energy. Yeah, you're going to have to face your fears about speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself and taking the lead. You're going to have to face these fears if you want to progress and move forward and take advantage of this new beginning that's in your energy here. All right, Spirit, what about the Patience card? Patience and lunar eclipse. Can you tell us more about that, please? Oh my gosh. It just fell right out. The Ten of Swords and Judgment. Patience, Ten of Swords. Yeah, this feels like you're gonna have to have patience with yourself as you go through this transition. You know, you might speak up for yourself finally after a really long time, and whoever you speak up against is not gonna like it, and they might retaliate. But it's really important for you to find your personal power again, Virgo. You got to find your personal power and stand up for yourself. You can't put up with this forever. You can't. It's going to hold you back. You won't evolve. You won't spiritually evolve. So this feels like, you know, if you do get the courage and face your fears to stand up for yourself and take the lead, the person that is on the receiving end of that may retaliate with aggression or really harsh words, because the swords, it's an air element, and air is communication. And so I feel like with the Ten of Swords here, they might retaliate with some really hurtful words. But these words are going to show you how things have not been working for a really long time. They haven't been working. The Judgment card is a resurrection energy. It's like, look at these two cards. Death to rebirth. Death to rebirth. It'll be painful in the moment, but it will open up a doorway, a portal for you to enter where you can rebirth yourself, reinvent yourself, find yourself again. Okay. What else about the Patience card and lunar eclipse? What is this Ten of Swords? Why is the Ten of Swords here, please? Wow, Death in reverse. And the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's going to be a communication. It's going to be, you know, it might be either communication or it can be the silent treatment with the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Wands can also be lack of movement, lack of progress. And the Death card in reverse is like a resistance to an ending. Like, This Ten of Swords may come in and you will be in resistance to it. You don't want to, initially, you don't want to believe that it's true. You don't want to believe that this actually happened. But the truth of the matter is, it's going to happen. You can't be stuck forever, stuck in the past with this Seven of Swords in reverse here. You don't want to be stuck there forever. You're going to have to stand up for yourself, Virgo. And you're going to have to release resistance to this when it comes in. You're going to have to release resistance to this ending. Spirit, what is the Death card in reverse? What is this ending, please? What is the Death card in reverse? Okay. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, something did not come to fruition. On this card, this is a version of the Seven of Pentacles. There's a little bit of nudity. It's really hard to tell on this card. Well, you can't really see anything, but it's hard to tell on this card. I'll turn it over for you, but there is a dead body here. And from the dead body, a tree is growing and it's fruiting these pentacles here. That is death and rebirth. It's fruition. Out of something negative comes something beautiful. But in the reverse, that's, something did not come to fruition. And that's why the Death card is in reverse here with the Ten of Swords. Something did not come to fruition, but you have an opportunity here, or something will not come in to fruition. So I typically read, it all depends on how the cards come out, but I typically read past, present, future. Sometimes I read all these cards together, but if it makes sense in the reading, I'll do past, present, future. So this might be in your current energy here, where you're dealing with a situation with somebody who may use his words as a weapon. You have an opportunity to resurrect and to overcome this with judgment here. But you're in resistance to this. You don't want it to end. And I feel like it's stemming from fear. Let's ask about what the fear is here. Something is not coming to fruition, and Spirit is saying that it's not going to come to fruition. You're going to end up in a terrible cycle that'll keep you stuck. You won't be able to evolve spiritually. Spirit, why is the Labyrinth here in reverse? Why is the Labyrinth in reverse? The Ten of Wands. Burden. Your fears are a burden to you. They're a heavy burden. They hold you down. They keep you held back. You're stuck. Virgo, you've got to speak up for yourself. What are you dealing with? What is this burden? Spirit, what is this burden? Why is Virgo so stuck? What is the burden here? A lack of justice. Justice in reverse. There's an unjust situation here. Something is not fair. It's not fair. What's not fair, Spirit? What's not fair? Whoa, we've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse again, and the Four of Cups came out sideways. Seven of Pentacles. In this deck, there are multiple different versions of the same card. This is another version of the Seven of Pentacles. And it came out like this, so it was more in reverse than anything else. Yeah, something is not fair. Something is not coming to fruition. It's something that you worked on really hard too. It's like, imagine sowing a field, like plowing a field and working really hard and planting the seeds and watering the plants, but nothing grows. It's that kind of an energy. Or what does grow is rotten or not good. It's a bad crop. And that's this feeling. There's a lack of justice here. It's a heavy burden. Your fears are burdening you and keeping you from moving forward. But you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot in your energy. A new beginning is there for you, but you're going to have to be brave and take it. Stand up for yourself. Take the lead and move forward. We've got the Four of Cups here that came out sideways. And that's another energy to me of like the Three of Wands. You know, on the Four of Cups, there's a hand coming down from the sky, a divine, angelic hand in the traditional Rider-Waite. But this represents an opportunity from God, and it has to do with like emotions. Or creativity, or a project, or something like that. Yeah, there's an opportunity here that I feel like subconsciously you know that there's an opportunity, but your fears are keeping you from moving forward. Like you're afraid of the future. You're afraid of the unknown. But what Spirit is saying here is there's nothing to fear of the unknown. You have a beautiful opportunity here, a divine opportunity that's right in front of you, but you are looking the other way. You don't want to look at it because it's scary. But there's something here that's unjust, and something is not coming to fruition for you. Spirit, why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here twice? What is not coming to fruition? What is it that's not coming to fruition? No way. The Death card again. And then we've got Fortitude. So look at this. This Death card came out in the reverse. This Death card came out in the upright. That's an ending and a resistance to an ending. And then we've got Fortitude. So the Death came out in the upright with Fortitude. Spirit wants you to be brave through this ending. You know, you'll know what it is. If this is your story, you'll know what it is. With the whole picture card here, you're going to be able to see things more clearly. And you'll know. But sometimes we like ignore what we know because it's scary. Yeah, it's the unknown. But the thing about the unknown is that you don't really fear it. You don't fear the unknown. It's what you don't know about the unknown that you fear, right? It's your projections on the unknown that you fear. What if it's so much better than you ever could have thought, but you're thinking in a way that's holding you back? It's burdening you. You're letting your fears of the unknown burden you here. Yeah, it's what we think we know about the unknown that we fear, right? It's what we think we know. It's our projections that we fear. Death and Fortitude. Be strong. Be strong through this transition, through this ending. Spirit, can you tell us more about the New Beginnings card? The New Moon card. Why is it here? What is this new beginning that Virgo has access to? No way. The World. I just got tingles on the back of my head. Okay, she's a little naked, so let me cover her up. But we've got the World. That's an ending that leads to a new beginning. It's the last card in the major arcana in tarot. It's the everything, the all that is, the whole picture. And it came out when I asked Spirit about the new moon, new beginnings. An ending is going to create a new beginning for you, and you might not see it in the moment, but it's actually going to be a blessing in disguise. It might, and look, this came out in like the future position here. An emotional new beginning is going to create a whole new life for you. I think we got that in your Buck Moon reading, Virgo, didn't we? The new moon card, or the new life card, the Ankh card. Let's ask more. Okay. What else about new beginnings? Why is the World card here with new beginnings? Whoa. It's another Eight of Wands, but this time in the upright. That's fast movement forward. And in this deck, there are multiple different versions of the same card, right? On this Eight of Wands, you can see the eyeball up here. Here, I'll show you the other Eight of Wands. Here's the other Eight of Wands. This Eight of Wands is coming out of a head, right? That's like thought. This Eight of Wands is coming from an eye in the sky. That's like God, your connection with the divine. There's going to be fast spiritual movement forward. Like if you can get through this, if you can speak up for yourself, stand up for yourself, take the lead here, there's going to be a painful ending. It's going to be hard. Somebody's going to speak words, but that are really not nice. But there's an opportunity here for a new beginning, a resurrection. There'll be a resurrection and you're divinely guided. If you look on this card, there is a holy sheep up here with energy rays coming down, resurrecting the people. It's like divinely guided resurrection. It's a calling. Judgment Day, a calling. And you know, the Judgment card it's like out of our control, you know? It's divinely guided, divinely planned. We don't really have a lot of control over it, but it's a sign, a surefire sign to me that you are being guided to this new beginning. Moon cycles, patience. Yeah, have patience for yourself as you go through this. It's probably going to be painful. And don't get too hard on yourself if you're having a bad day. But once you get through it and work through this death, this ending with fortitude here, once you get through this, look what's coming. New moon, new beginnings with the World card and the Eight of Wands in the upright with the all-seeing eye. That's fast communication from spirit. Yeah, you're going to get some psychic downloads. And you're going to wonder why you put up with this for so long without standing up for yourself. That's what's coming in your energy here. An emotional new beginning that'll be an ending to the old, which will make way for the new. You'll have spiritual downloads. And it's going to pull you forward. It's going to help you level up. And when you can be brave and stand up for yourself this one time, it means you'll be brave and be able to stand up for yourself next time too. You'll be like, I've done this before. I know what to do. Spirit, what else about the new moon, new beginnings card here with the World? Oh my gosh. No way. Six of Wands, victory. Victory, Virgo. Frickin' victory. What else about the new moon, new beginnings? The World, the Eight of Wands, the divine all-seeing eye, Eight of Wands, and victory. Victory after a long battle. That's what's coming, Virgo. If you can learn to stand up for yourself, speak your mind. You've got diamonds in your mouth, darling. You can use your words in a kind way. And if somebody comes back in a harsh tone and tries to hurt you, cut you with their words, that's when you just walk away. Just walk away. Don't engage. Don't do anything. Just walk away. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this situation? Clearly, Virgo needs to stand up for themselves. There's something they need to say. There's something that they need to say, but they've been holding back saying it. There's an unfair, unjust situation that they're in. And no matter how hard they try, they cannot get the situation to fruit. It's holding them back. It's been a burden. And their fears are keeping them from moving forward. They've been ignoring the situation for way too long. And it's time to look at it. It's time to face it. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this? What else for Virgo, please? What else for Virgo, Spirit? What else? That almost hit me in the face. Oh my gosh, protection. What did I say? I said you're divinely guided. You're divinely protected. You see the angel up here. You're being called. This is part of the plan. You're being called to do this. This is a big lesson for you. Standing up for yourself is a big lesson. You might be a really sweet, coy person that doesn't like confrontation, but you have to learn to balance the masculine and the feminine within you. The masculine side of you is assertive, strong, courageous, and is ready to go to battle for themselves if they have to. Not in an aggressive way, but in a very firm, assertive way. And Spirit is saying that don't worry. If you stand up for yourself to this, if you finally speak up and say what you've been thinking, say what you've been feeling, you're protected. You are protected. What else, Spirit? What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? Spiritual cleansing. This came out in this position. So this is the past. It's like you've been in the past. You've been in this situation for a really long time. You've been stuck here with the Six of Swords, stuck in this situation. But in your energy for the present moment or the near future, you've got spiritual cleansing here. And it means once you can stand up for yourself and actually do this, it's going to feel like a big relief. It's going to feel like this burden here just drops away. It's going to be a really big relief. And this relief, although painful and emotional, will eventually cleanse your energy. It'll provide you a clean slate so that you can actually move forward in your life. What about the new beginning card over here with the World and Victory? 8 of Wands or 6 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Victory. Wow. Integration. Soulmate is in your future, Virgo. You know, when we learn to balance our energy, balance our masculine and feminine energy, it puts you in a higher vibration. It puts you in a higher vibration and you're able to attract more of what you want into your life. You know, I'm not a master at this. I'm still learning, but I'm just translating what I'm hearing from Spirit. And all of this, once you learn how to balance your masculine and feminine, your assertive but softer sides, it'll be an integration. I would like to read you this card. Yeah, you're going to integrate those parts of yourself and there'll be victory. Look at all these good cards over here. New beginning, World, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Yes, this is going to be a really big victory for you, Virgo. Number 49. Soulmate. Is it the last card in this deck? No way. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's the last card in this deck. That is World energy. The World is the last card in the Major Arcana. Soulmate, integration, that's World energy. A significant partnership, soul connection, and the meeting of kindred spirits. Drawing this card means you have met a soul-connected relationship. While this can indicate a romantic connection, it can also signify any relationship meant to work together on a soul level. This partnership is special. Learn from each other, be good to each other, and in gratitude for the connection. Even our perceived adversaries are profound soulmate connections. Let me read that again. Even our perceived adversaries are profound soulmate connections. You can always draw another card for clarity around the purpose of your connection. Meditate on this symbol when you want to connect on a deeper soul level with friends, family, or companions. This can also be used to call in a soulmate relationship. Yeah. Anamkara or Anamchara is an old Gaelic term for soul friend. Oh, it's not the last card, but this is number 50. Soulmate is number 49, and spiritual cleansing is 50. So that's an ending. Yeah, if you look at the two hearts on this card, there's one facing up and one facing down. That's like yin and yang. The masculine, the feminine, the black, the white. That's integration. Integration. Now this can mean that if you can learn to balance this energies, you'll attract in a new soulmate. Let's get some clarity on that card. Let's go here. Spirit, what can you tell us about the soulmate card and why it's here in Virgo's energy for the future? Soulmate. Wow, this whole column right here is just awesome. Yeah, you've got a lesson right now, Virgo. And clearly your lesson is to learn how to stand up for yourself. You know, the sweetest people in the world can be very, you know, they turn the other cheek, right? And it's good to like be kind and not want to be in confrontation, but there comes a point where you're out of balance, you're out of whack, and it's unhealthy. I'm the same way, Virgo. I don't like confrontation. I get really nervous and scared and shaky, and I don't speak up for things sometimes because I just don't want the confrontation. I'm averted to it. But the older I get, the more I'm realizing that that's not healthy. It'll keep you stuck. It'll keep you stuck. And if you can speak up for yourself in like a kind and loving way, then you can really see the person that's listening on the receiving end of you speaking up for yourself. You can really know what kind of person they are by the way that they react. You know, do they react in like a state of defensiveness? Or do they react like, wow, I never thought of it that way, you know? You know, how they react is going to tell you a lot about them. They might get really defensive in the moment, clearly, with the Ten of Swords here. They might get really defensive in the moment. But they'll walk away and think about it, though. They'll walk away and think about it. And I feel like sometimes the most loving thing... Look, I fumbled the deck and the Queen of Cups came out. And we were just talking about expressing yourself in the most loving way. And the Queen of Cups is the queen of emotion. That's loving, balanced expression of emotion, Virgo. Yeah. Yep. You're gonna have to do it. Well, I mean, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to move forward and progress in your life and get yourself unstuck out of this, then you're going to have to practice how to speak up for yourself. All right, last shuffle. Spirit, what can you tell us about the soulmate card and why it's here for Virgo, please? Why is soulmate here for Virgo Collective? Thank you. Let's get a few more cards. Why is the soulmate card here for the Virgo Collective in the future, please? Why else? No way. The death again. Death card came out. That's 3 death cards in this reading. Look what's behind it. Manifesting a death. But it came out in the reverse. That's still resistance. You have access. You have access to everything that you need, Virgo. You being self-reliant and self-assured is something I feel Spirit is encouraging you to do right now. We also got the Knight of Swords. That's quick moving action. Quick moving... words, knowledge, intellect, wisdom, fast moving, incoming knowledge, incoming wisdom. Whoa, we got the 4 of Cups again. And the 6 of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. Yep, look, here's the 4 of Cups again. Yeah, you have an opportunity here. There's an opportunity for a new beginning and change. But you have a choice whether or not you want to give to this new beginning or if you want to keep trying to give to the old beginning or the old situation. I don't know, with the Justice in reverse over here and the 10 of Wands and the burden and the devil, I mean, the only thing good over here is the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. The rest of it looks really painful and sad, internal conflict. But yeah, you've got a new beginning in your energy, but you definitely still have resistance to the ending. But you're definitely manifesting this. You're manifesting this. But you have good days and bad days, and sometimes you choose not to see what's really going on. You choose to just ignore it. Okay, let's get a card out of the Dreams and Incarnations deck. Yeah, I was asking Spirit why the Soulmate card is here, and we got the Magician. I feel like Spirit is telling you, be careful what you think, because you'll manifest things that you don't want. You know, if you come into this new beginning with the same ideas, then you might manifest a repeated pattern. Like if you don't learn what you needed to learn out of this situation, like if you don't learn the lesson from this, you're bound to repeat it. And I feel like this is a warning right here. Death in reverse and the Magician. And the 4 of Cups coming out again. Yeah, Spirit is saying be careful how you approach this and be careful how you think about it. Because you are a very powerful manifester, and it is very possible for you to manifest a very similar situation again in the future. All right, Spirit, what else do we have for the Virgo collective? New beginning, the child. I just saw the child. All right, Spirit, last shuffle. Okay, what else do we have for the Virgo collective that this story belongs to, please? What can the Virgo expect if they actually take the lead and stand up for themselves here? What can they expect? What can they expect on the other side of this? Take the lead. Instinct. Follow your instinct. Yeah, I think you struggle with this internally. We did get the Five of Wands in the reverse over here. Yeah, you have the instincts to stand up for yourself. You feel it, but you talk yourself out of it because of fear. What else? What can Virgo expect if they can take the lead here? Thank you. The reflection. Whoa. Virgo. The reflection. And we got the mirror card. It's going to help you self-reflect. It's going to help you go inward and self-reflect and understand why you put up with something for so long. Yeah, this is going to help you go inward. It's going to help you self-reflect. You're going to look at your life and be like, wow, I did that because of fear. And it might like stem from your childhood even. It might stem back to your childhood. Perhaps you had like an abusive parent or something that if you stood up for yourself or spoke up for yourself, you would get into trouble, right? Or you would deal with the wrath of that guardian. And with the reflection card here, you might start going way back in your trauma and figuring out where this all began and why now you're in a place of imbalance and you haven't been standing up for yourself. Okay, let's get one final card out of the Pluto deck for the Virgo collective. Spirit, what shadows does the Virgo need to work through in order to get to the new beginning? The reflection card. What does the Virgo need to work through here? What shadows do they need to work through? They need to face instead of turning away. Last shuffle. All right, Spirit. Any final words of advice or wisdom for the Virgo collective? What kind of shadows do they need to work through in order to have this beautiful new beginning, please? The devil. No way. We got the devil again, Virgo. What kind of shadows does the Virgo need to work through in order to have their new beginning? We've got the devil. Again. That's addiction. That's addiction. That can be a toxic relationship. A toxic connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection either. It could be a toxic friend, a toxic parent, a toxic job. But there's clearly something toxic in your life that you have not been standing up against. And here I ask Spirit, what shadows does the Virgo need to work through? And we get the devil. We get the devil again. Okay, let's read this out of the book. Number 42. The devil, meaning addiction, abuse, aggression, and control. Just like the few others in the deck, the devil is a special card, representing more of a mythical creature or concept. Should the devil card, whoa, I just got a flashback of my meditation. Like that man I saw rubbing his hands with the long neck and the creepy grin on. It feels like devil energy. That visual was not pleasant. Okay, should the devil card appear in a reading, there is something sinister at play that requires total, ruthless honesty on your end. This card is a call to get real about patterns, behaviors, or cycles that you are perpetuating that are unhealthy. This, in a way, is the very essence of shadow work. As a byproduct of life, each of us inevitably has at least a few ways in which we tend to self-sabotage. This is the moment to name them. Is addiction, abuse, codependency something else? How are you engaging and perpetuating this pattern now? This card isn't to poke at guilt or shame, nor to trigger any traumas. It is, however, a calling out. It's highly probable that you're already aware of these behaviors. Yeah, self-reflection. Self-reflection. You're already aware of these situations. Okay, so it's highly probable that you're already aware of these behaviors and know that they don't serve you. Even if there is comfort and familiarity, that's just what I was saying. Fear of the unknown, your comfort and familiarity, yeah. Continuing to sabotage yourself only holds you back from your truest potential. It may feel scary to let go, but it's time to change the narrative. What is the first step? Name it, write it down, take it. Further reflection. Power and control aren't always a bad thing. As humans, we often seek these things out after our power and control has been taken from us. In essence, much of the occult path surrounds regaining empowerment and controlling our impulses and unhealthy behaviors to evolve and grow into better, healthier, more capable people. Pluto and Scorpio are both energies in astrology that deal with the matters of addiction, abuse, power, and control. So does Saturn. In evolutionary astrology, we look to all three energies in the chart to unpack long-standing trauma and the karma that we're reaping. We unfortunately circle back to these same themes time and time again, each time learning something new. When channeled correctly, many of these unhealthy tendencies can transform into an unbreakable will, an incredible power. How can you redirect this energy to best serve you now? Where is it? The Six of Wands, victory. Many of these unhealthy tendencies can transform into an unbreakable will, an incredible power. Yeah, Virgo, you've got this all within you, and you know exactly what you need to do. You know, the tarot, it doesn't really predict anything. What it does do, though, is that it reflects what you already know back to you. It helps solidify what you already know. And I feel like you already know all of this, Virgo. You already know what you need to do. You know that this situation isn't good for you, and you know that you need to stand up for yourself. And Spirit is encouraging you to do just that. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been an absolute pleasure to read for you, and I cannot wait to see you again in the next reading.